Brooklyn Independent Television.
This week we are back at the Sky Dome to wrap up the high school basketball season, and joining me is Vernon Jones of NYCBasketball.com and freelance journalist Elio Velez. All right, we're going to start out with ladies first. Again, for 15 years straight, I've been here about 10 years. Every year, you can just play the same old show, the first half of the show. Herb Bertram wins again. All right, we're going to come back after this. We'll be back with more right after this. I could do that. But no, we're going to go ahead and continue with our conversation. Here we are, right? So, they did it again. It was close against South Shore, but their 15th time, their 15th title. You gotta really give Coach Ed Brzezinski a hand of applause.
Well, if you win 15 straight titles, you have different players every year. You win, I mean, that's 15 years. How many players have gone through that program and you still win a championship? To me, that's all coaching and it's the program. And obviously, kids want to go there because they win titles.
Right.
Yeah, when you're the hunter for 15 years and you have different players, you got to find ways to motivate them, find ways to get the best out of your talent. And what Ed Brzezinski has done the last few years has been really pretty amazing, considering the different teams they're facing. South Shore this year was McKee last year.
And this year was supposed to be another tough year.
Well, it was tough in that they lost the game.
Right.
They lost the regular season game. They lost to South Shore.
Right, I was there for that South Shore game, and they lost that. And everybody said that, oh, it's South Shore, this is their year, you know. And they had Brianna Frazier and Aurelia Connick and those girls, and it was tough.
Now, last year was supposed to be South Shore's year. They lost in the semifinals, I believe, right?
Right. Then they were in the championship the year before.
Right? And they lost. And
they lost to Bertram, of course.
They said Bertram was going to win last year because Shauna Chicken Murphy died, and they had a young team. And what did he do? He got them a championship. So they lost to South Shore this year, but what does Ed Brzezinski does? He's always at a game, scouting. He's X and O's. There's no one does it any better in girls basketball. And he found a way to contain those two big girls in the middle, and he dared South Shore to shoot from the outside. I mean, just dared them to shoot, and they didn't shoot well.
Well, you got to give also Coach Gladden some credit for getting his team.
Of course, it's hard to get to the Garden. It's hard to win. To get to the point where you're playing in the championship game, and he did it 2 out of the last 3 years. So
well,
you have to give him a lot of credit.
It's all a matter who's playing South Shore every year, though, right?
Well, you know, South Shore is you still have to win. You still have to win. You have to get there.
Even if you have talent, a lot of talent, it doesn't always guarantee you a berth at the Garden. I mean, he also had to work that team who lost in the quarters in the semifinals last year. He thought he was going to get to a championship last year. So he had to get those girls who were coming back to believe in themselves and get to a title, and they were only 5 points short. I mean, it's tough to be only 5 points short, but
here and there they could have basket.
Hey, you never know. They can make a basket, but what does Bertram do well? Defense.
Right. Defense, and they know how to play the big game. They're there. I mean, they've been there for 15 years.
They have home court advantage more than the New York Knicks. Right? When it comes to home court, I'm serious. Because Knicks ain't won a title since '73. Right? So,
well, I guess Bertram can give them a couple of their titles.
Yes, and Bertram could teach the Knicks maybe to play a little bit defense sometimes, but that's what he does. That's what he slows the game down, makes teams shoot. You know, they don't shoot well from the floor, and they get the big baskets. As you said, they know that place. They know that floor. That's like their home place, you know, second place from home. So they know how to win big games, and he prepares them well.
Catholic side, Bishop Ford.
Yeah, wow, it's been a big year for Bishop Ford. I mean, they were contenders for the Catholic AA title, and right before the playoffs, their coach Mike Turo gets suspended, and also Eileen Egan and Pete Boyko.
Why did he face?
Well, they get suspended because there's an investigation going on that supposedly illegal finances were given to players. So Turo suspended plus 2 athletic directors, but they found a way to to get through that, all through those problems. Won the Brooklyn Queens Dawson Championship, and they won the AA state title, being Bishop Loughlin, who also had a good year.
Also, Nazareth also won the Class A division.
Tough year for them too. They lost their best player, Bianca Cuevas, was suspended. Right. Supposedly for 2 times she got into a fight, and then they suspended for the rest of the season. And they struggled in the AA, but they found a way to regroup. They had enough talent, and that's the team that's going to go upstate. They're going to face first state championship.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.